Welcome to ARVN Plays. In this episode, I'll be playing Fire in the Lake. It'll be my episode 11. I'll be playing the US and the other three factions being played by the Tru'ng expansion bots. In the last episode, the ARVN did a bizarre move where they assaulted one unit rather than gaining some resources. Do an op, so therefore I passed, hopefully to go and do something more fulfilling on this card, because I believe the NBA will play the event. So let's try that out. Okay. So is the current event critical and effective? I did have a brief look at this, but it's card 33, which for the NBA is critical. It's a capability, and they find capability effective. So they will play the event. Twice they've done that. Yeah, they don't look any further than that. Current event is critical and effective. Even though this event might be even better for them, not too sure if it is or not, they don't look any further than this is critical and effective. And it is MiGs. This is going to also help protect their trail. Why does that not scroll? They've had now 2 useful capabilities coming up. So what does the MiGs actually do? High US loss ratio, unless unshaded top gun, so that's another card. Whenever airstrike degrades trail, US removes 1 available troop to casualties. So I take one of these guys to casualties to represent the pilots. They're being shot down by the MiGs. Could start to get expensive, but I'm going to have to do something about that trail. I might be doing it right now, because now I have got the options to do op and a special activity. The world, as they say, is my oyster. What's coming up on the next card, though? So there'll be VC that can activate on this card, because the NVA will be ineligible. US accused of neo-colonialist war. 2 available US troops out of play. NBA add a die roll for resources. I can't stop it, so there's nothing I can actually do about that card. So again, unlimited what my options are on this card. Okay, I think I'm going to do the train and advise option. Cities or provinces with US pieces, 3 ARVN per space where ARVN placed. Place 1 to 2 irregulars, or if US base 1 to 2 rangers, or up to 6 ARVN cubes. Or up to, then up to one controlled train space paid to pacify 1 or 2 levels, or a cyclone up to 3. No, I'm not going to do that one. So city or provinces with US pieces, 3 ARVN resources per space where ARVN place 1 to 2 irregulars, or if US base 1 to 2 rangers, or up to 6 ARVN cubes. Okay. So we've got a US base here, we haven't got one here. So I can't place any ARVN troops there, but I do here. So where's the pawns? I'll definitely be training here. Okay, that will cost 3 resources. If I don't train here, I can do this unit, get rid of these 2. That might be an option. Now I've only got 2 US bases. So I think that's, where else can I train? Let's train in Saigon. That's 2 spaces. Yeah, I've got no other rangers. So there's just the 2 spaces I'm going to train in then. Yeah, okay. So we will place 3 troops here. Three police here. And the other 2 police here. So it gets everybody out. That will cost 6 resources. Resources. Okay, then in 1 coin space, for a US piece there is, I can use their guys to get rid of this active opposition. During the coup phase, I can't do that. I'd actually have to have a US troop and a police to change the support. But during this phase, I can. As long as there's a US piece in the area, I can use the troops and the police, the ARVN troops and police, to get rid of this active opposition. I'll adjust that 2 levels. Okay, so now the VC won't be able to recruit here. And that gives me, oh, I should have moved that to there. That takes away 4 support from the VC. Costs 6 resources to do that. And that will conclude the train part of the operation. Okay. Now the advise. Strike it with indigenous forces in 1 or 2 spaces not selected for training. Each space, sweep in place or assault with ARVN, cost 0, or activate an underground ranger or irregular to remove 2 enemy pieces. Okay, so there's 1 or 2 spaces. Right, so I'd like to do it here. Activate my ranger to eliminate 2 pieces. It's got to be the guerrilla first, but then the base. Okay. I can do it in Quang Tree as well, but that will only get rid of 2 gorillas. Can't take the base until there's no more gorillas. Is there anything else I can do with the advise? I could sweep in place or assault with ARVN. So I could get these ARVN to sweep to reveal these guys. Nothing else I can do down here. Well, it can't be a train space. No, I think that's probably the best option I have. Activate another one of these ranges and eliminate 2 of these gorillas. And note, I don't actually have to take the one that's exposed. So Rambo does his stuff. Okay. And then the last part of the advise is then if desired, +6 to aid. Well, I think aid is important. The aid is currently sitting on 18, so let's give it another 6. Takes it to 24. Okay. So that will end faction play and end card play. Draw card. Okay. Ooh. A coup is up and coming. So this gets marked as a monsoon. And we have VC and ARVN can activate on it. Okay, so the VC will be the first eligible on this card. It's card number 57. Let's see if it's critical for them. Critical for me, it's a P for the VC. I think it's the word they use. All right, so current event is critical and effective, no. Next eligible could choose critical event. Well, we just saw it was a no for that as well. First choice in upcoming critical event, the next upcoming card is a coup, so no. Otherwise, they choose an op plus SA. So that's what they're choosing. Now, op and special activity, okay, there. Now, what they can't do in the monsoon is they cannot do what? Q showing on next card, no sweep, march, or pivotal events, airlift and airstrike are restricted. Okay. So they can't march, whatever card that we actually draw for them. And it's VCU. Okay, let's bring that up. VCU. 3 plus VC gorillas in any space. You know that is true because we have 4 in Tainin, 4 in Quintin. So the answer to that question is yes. Underground VC gorillas in any space not at active opposition. That's not an active opposition. Tainin is neutral. Oh, I think they'll be able to recruit there. Or is it just support they can't do? Okay. The answer is yes. Underground VC gorillas in any space not at active opposition. Yes. Select spaces using place terror. Ah, they're doing terror. Okay. that up. Okay. Place terror. City or province not at active opposition. Okay. Now to do terror, fill up the spaces with underground VC guerrillas. Okay, so there must be an underground VC guerrilla. Okay. Can't already have a terror marker. You can only have one terror marker in each space. So you could do it here. Here. And here. So they've got underground guerrillas. Train in. And that's it. So yeah, they can't do it there. So right. So text. Place terror. Most population first. Okay. So Quantin's got 2. Tainin's got 2. It's either one of those two at the present moment. Let's put a double there. Okay. Any further way we can differentiate? US is most total support, another have got support. City of Bronx, the most VC guerrillas. Okay, that's got 3. Tainin's got 4, so they will do it in Tainin. Okay. So to do terror, let's read it from the card. In each selected space, activate 1 underground VC guerrilla. If province or city, place terror, if none, and shift 1 level towards active opposition. So flip one of these, activate, place terror, and just towards opposition. Okay, and they don't pay the resource for that. Let's bring the card back up. It's got a 2 there. Terror. Select spaces used in place terror. VC base where 2+ underground guerrillas. So they must keep 2 underground guerrillas. And if they had any lines of occupation, lines of communication, well, they don't have any lines of communication. So let's see if they carry on. They do not. Okay. So they just do the terror in the one province. Obviously, under the hood, they don't have many resources. So next up, on there, special activity, patronage is 17 or more. They would subvert. Well, it's not. It's only at 15. So they tax again. Okay. Right. Let's check on that. No, just checking to see if I was missing anything. And no, that's fine. Okay, so let's see how many they tax. 2 spaces. There's a VC base. There must be 2+ underground guerrillas. So they could tax here. They won't tax in these spaces, so they could tax here. They could tax here. They could tax here. So it looks like there's 3 spaces where they can tax from. The options they have for tax is most total opposition. They just got this back where they want to lose that. Most total opposition. Well, none of they're all at passive opposition. That doesn't change anything. Most VC guerrillas. There's 3 there. 3 there. 4 there. So this will be the first one that definitely does it. Okay. That'll increase the agitate total by 2. And then it's either one of those 2 spaces. It's not on no line of communication they're on. Select at random. 1, 2, 3, it's Quentin. It is Quentin. Well, that means that these disappear. There you get another 2. Well, the agitate total. Okay, that concludes their play on that card. Action play. Right. So next up is the ARVN. And okay, active faction will be first eligible on an upcoming critical event. No, because the coup card's coming up. First eligible chose op and SA, and event is performed or critical and effective. So I need to now look at that event in the eyes of the ARVN. Okay, scroll along. What was the event number again? 57. Card 57. It's nothing to the ARVN, so they're not bothered about the event. Okay, so they ignore that one. Will be first eligible on upcoming card. No idea. It's a coup. First eligible chose op only. Or first eligible chose op and SA. They did. So they will do a lim op. What was the event that nobody wanted? Protest ignored any 2 US casualties still available. That'd be nice. Oh. Sigh and breathe. Okay, so they're doing a lim op. So let's draw a card for them. ARVN K. ARVN K. Coin control pop plus patronage is equal to or greater than 42. What actual score are they on? Bang on 42. So that was equal to or greater than 42. So the answer is yes. All lines of communication routes from Canthal to Hoi blocked. The answer is no, because they're not all blocked. Which is a matter of interest. Canthal is down here, using the coast road. Go all the way up to Hoi. Yes, this route's blocked, but there is question asked was, are all routes blocked? Which they are not. So that's K becomes KK. Zoom in on that a little bit. Bring up the card. Okay. Will an ARVN assault would add coin control anywhere? Well, can the ARVN actually assault anywhere? Troops are here, no. We've already got coin control here, so it wouldn't add coin control. So the answer to that question is no. No, so they train. Well, they've got nothing to place all available ranges. They're all placed. Place cubes. They're all placed. Place one base in a 2-pot province with no coin base, losing no coin control. Well, they won't place it in Kaigang because there's already a base there. So I don't think they can actually do anything on this card. Place one base in a 2-pot province with no coin base. Losing no coin. Oh, they could here. Yes, they could here. Have they got a spare base? They do indeed. Okay, so they can train. Right, so place all available ranges. All ranges are placed. Place cubes, but no cubes to place. Place one base in a 2-pot province with no coin base, losing no coin control. Is there anywhere else that could be placed? Could be placed in Tainin as well. 2-pot province with no coin base, losing no coin control. If they lose, right, how many does it take to make a... Yes, they can place a base. It takes 3 soldiers to do so. So it basically determines if it's going to be in Tainin or in Bindin. They haven't really got anywhere else. They've got 3 troops. So let's bring up their options. Place base, province without coin base. Okay. Most pop, they've both got 2 pop. Most total support. Tainin is neutral, whereas Bindin is passive opposition. Okay, so technically, most total support is here. There's no support. No, there's no support in either of them, so I don't think they should count. Okay, what was I looking at? Now placing bases. City or province with fewest enemy pieces. There's 5 enemy pieces in Tainin, and there's none in Bindin. So that's where the base gets placed. So okay, put that there, and they get their first base. Okay. That is a train space, so that will cost them 3 resources. 1, 2, 3. So is city or US ARVN base place one? No, they couldn't do any ranges, they couldn't do any cubes. If desired in one train space, replace 3 ARVN cubes with an ARVN base. Or if ARVN troops place some, or they could pacify. So they can't place a base and pacify, so they can't pacify as well. Now, if we look at that there, if they didn't place a base, it would be a shift to passive support for a maximum of 1d3 spaces. Okay. So moving on. I know it was only in 1 space anyway. It was a lim-op. Okay. It was a lim-op, so they don't get any special activity. Sometimes they get so carried away. Yeah, they get everything. I think part of that is due to that in the bots that come in the core game, the bots did, if they got a lim op, they got actually a full op and a special activity. Whereas in this, they don't. In this bot system, they do not. So that is a big difference. Right, so end faction play, card, draw card. Right, so we're all ready for the queue. Queue. I'll be going first. After the queue. Okay, I'm going to pause there. So if you enjoy what you've been watching, please click subscribe or like or both if you've not done so already. Any comments, as always, much appreciated. Till next time.